Original. Um, since I'm like level 500 in TDS now, and there's like so many tier lists, I want to honestly put my opinion out there. I've been playing TDS for over 5 years, and yeah, and that's a horrible reason, but it's fine. So Scout, um, I barely use this tower honestly, but I think it's trash. Um, Same with Sniper, but I think Sniper is worse than Scout. Even though Sniper has like a lot of range, Scout, it's cheaper and it's more spammable. Next up we have Soldier. I think it's honestly a bad tower. For like new players, it's okay. But like Demo Man, Millen, even Hunter, I feel like just overshadow it. Which I'm gonna put Demo Man above it. Demo Man, it's not a great tower. The level 3 upgrade is pretty good to spam. The max level, it's not that great. Um, Millen, I'd put in mid tier. It's basically a worse Golden Soldier, but it's more cheaper, sort of. It has worse cost efficiency, but it's still decent. Like, Hunter, I would put above Millet, even though it's more bad with like fast enemies like Quicks or Breakers especially. It still has really high, strong single target. Um, Paintballer. Yeah. You don't even have to explain why Paintballer is in its own tier. Shotgunner. I'd honestly put in very high, but it's kind of gotten like nerfed and stuff. So I put it in good tier. It's kind of good still speedrunning and stuff, but there's always just better options. Pyromancer. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I'd probably put it in good tier as well. The issue with it is it's good, but it's also kind of like meh. I don't know. It's like the Pierce on it now, because yeah, it has Pierce now. It kind of makes it underwhelming, but I think it's still kind of good. Military base, holy, very good tower. Oh my god, this below literally buffed this thing like crazy. It gets airstrikes. All the upgrades are very good, cheap, and really good. Tower for new players. Ace Pilot. Um, I don't know if I want to put it low very good or high good. I'll probably just put it here. I would put it higher, but the issue with it is it's good. Trust me, it is pretty good. But there's just so many better early game options. It's a good tower all around for like hardcore and stuff. But for a dedicated mode, I don't know. It kind of makes it like, you know, I don't know. Crook Boss. I've never ever used the regular version, but judging by how good the gold version is, I'd put it in good, like high good. Same with Ace. Farm, yeah. Trapper, ooh. I love this tower. After it got mega buffed and stuff, and now being like a sort of like a crowd control tower, I'd either put it in very good or low OP. I'll just put it in high very good. Rocketeer. Um Kinda sucks honestly. I don't see any point of it really. Like it's kinda dookie honestly. It shouldn't even be in the game. Like even after it got buffed and stuff. 220 damage or like 275, I don't know, is good, but like it shoots kind of slow, so it's kind of like underwhelming. Electroshocker, oh, very good. I'd say it's even better than Trapper, honestly, especially because it can stun most of the enemies and it can hit flying enemies. Like that's pretty good. Minigunner. I'd put it in low, very good. Honestly, Minigunner is great, but it kind of gets underwhelming after a bit. Like, it's better than the golden minigunner in solo, which is kind of hilarious, but I wouldn't personally use it that much. Ranger, oh my god, actually such a dumb tower. Just 1,000 damage at max level, has global range basically, gives towers extra range, like, and you can play 7 of them, which is just awesome. DJ, yeah, medic. I put in honestly mid tier, like especially with events and stuff now, and like the new Fallen game mode. It's kind of trash, like, especially because most of the stuns only last for like a second and two. It's kind of like, you don't need it, and especially with the new event, like how the frost spirit, especially the cold frost stun. I don't even think you can cleanse that. It's kind of goofy. Commander, yeah. Turret, I'd honestly put it in good tier. It's a good tower, yes, but there's just better DPS options. It's also really, really expensive. It's like 90, not 90,000, like 70,000 the max. And you can only play free, and their hitboxes are massive. Motor, yeah, motor is good, but like I said with turret, there's just better options, and the DPS on it isn't that great. Like, it's a good crowd tower, but Trapper, I feel like just overshadows it like heavy. Pursuit, literally, it's just such a dumb tower. It's so good. Military base, or oh my god, mercenary base. Holy cow. Um, Honestly, pretty good tower. I would put it in OP tier. But after it got nerfed and stuff, and that I can't solo Fallen, and I'm pretty sure the damage buff got nerfed on it, it's still great. It's just, it's not what it used to be. Gatling, I honestly feel like Gatling is like heavy underrated. Like, I honestly think like Gatling is really good. Like, people just overshadow it. Even though it got nerfed and stuff, it's still so good. Warden. Okay, this one, this one's a kind of hard. Like, I love Warden, especially the new buff, but it's kind of like unreliant, especially because like it's good. It's very good, but it's kind of like you need to spend a lot of money into it to make it good. Like, the early game on it is good, but the late game on it is kind of like meh. It's pretty meh. Cowboy, I honestly never used a regular cowboy. Um, I don't know. I think it's low a tier good. I don't know. I've never used it, so accelerator. I would put it in very good because there's just better DPS options. Like I've said this with minigunner and turret. There's just better DPS options in accelerator. It's still a great tower. It's just it's gotten overshadowed. Um, Brawler. Ooh. If you're using Brawler for early game, it's a really good early to mid game. But for end game, or like, yeah, end game, I don't think it's that great. For events, especially the Hexscape one, though, that's pretty good. Um, I put it above turret because it's still a solid DPS option. Engineer. Uh, Very good tower. Honestly, very good tower, very good tower. Golden Scout. Okay. If this thing didn't get buffed, it would go literally bad. It was so bad, but it got buffed. So I would say it's bad, but I wouldn't say it's like very good. So probably like, mm, I don't know. I'd say it's like low good tier. Golden Soldier, very good, very good. Even though Golden Cowboy and Golden Crook overshadow it, it's still pretty good, especially because like for hardcore and stuff, it has flying and hidden detection, like flying detection at base level. Like that's so good. Crook Boss, very good tower. Like it has good synergy for early to mid game to high. Like a sub DPS for it is really good. In the early game is it's so disgusting how good the early game is. Pyromancer. Um or Golden Pyromancer. I don't use it a lot because Crook Boss overshadows it. But I think it still has some use. I'd put it above normal Pyromancer. It's still a good tower. It's just yeah. Golden Minigunner. This tower is kind of dookie, honestly. It's good. It's like it's literally turret and accelerated. There's just better DPS options than it. Golden Cowboy, very good economy tower. It's super good for solos and duos especially, and it's so good for like fallen and stuff. Just because you don't even need farm whenever you have it for solo and duos especially. Um, Sledger. Okay, I've seen a lot of like people saying this thing is great. I've never tested it personally. Um, I don't know. I feel like the lower levels on it are kind of really bad. You need to spend like you need like level 3 at least to be like to make it good, or level 4 for the 2 times damage. I don't know. It's like I don't see it have like too many uses. I can definitely see it as like a good tower, but like you need to put so much money into it for it to be beneficial. It's a good crowd tower though. Um oh Freezer. I forgot about Freezer. Holy smokes. Freezer's it's so bad, honestly. Snowballer, nope. Toxic Gunner, very mid. The slowness on it is kind of like so bad. It's like it used to be so good whenever it first came out, especially because it was able to slow bosses. Now it's like, yeah, it has no use. Executioner, also kind of bad. It needs like a buff or something. This fight, the Executioner was such a good tower, and then it's like several updates later, and then it's kind of dookie. There was a bug recently, or sorta recently, where it became like meta again for like a bit, but then the bug got fixed. Chiromancer. Okay. Um honestly, Chiromancer, I'd put it in like low good tier. It's a good stalling tower. A lot better than Fraser. Definitely. Commando. I don't like this tower. I'm sorry if you like this tower. I think it's horrible, honestly. Like the rocket's ability on it is good. Like especially that the fact that it can stun enemies and its rockets can act like landmines. It's good. I don't like it. Like it's just so like you have to put so much money into it, especially because like level 3 where it's like $7,000 and then level 4 is like $17,000 and like it has ammo efficiency. Same with Pursuit, but Pursuit is good. I don't know. I don't like Commando. Necromancer. Okay, this one I put in kind of like low, very good. It is definitely a really underrated tower. I don't know why. Sure, the summons are a little RNG, but especially when you can max levels and get those executioner skeletons, those things, especially like if you spawn them on top of the fallen honor guard, it just literally melts half his HP instantly. It's like 40,000 DPS because of his summons. And he can get his the max levels gravestones pretty easily. Swarmer, I don't own Swarmer. But yeah, it's pretty no. Holopunk, even worse than Swarmer, honestly. Harvester, very mid. Harvester, when it first came out, was like beloved. And it's cool how you can make it so farms do damage with its harvest ability. I don't think it's a great tower, honestly. But it's kind of cool how it's not like too expensive, I guess. I don't know. Jester. Okay. Honestly, Jester also really mid tower. If this was like whenever it first came out, being able to confuse the bosses, literally there would be a specific tier for it. It would be the best tower in the game. But now it's kind of mid. It's a good stalling tower and it has some DPS to it, especially the fire bomb and acid bomb. And the frozen bombs and the confusing bombs being good stalling. I feel like there's just better options. Like, yeah. Gladiator, so bad, bro. It's just so sad. This thing was so good for speedrunning and stuff. And then after they added the ability where he just stops attacking for a few seconds, yeah. He's so bad now. Firework Technician. This thing, oh my god, please below. Actually, such a stupid tower. The fact that you can add fireworks to your towers and it gets all free detection. It's so dumb. It's so good with any fast rate attack towers. Like, it's just so broken. It's most likely getting nerfed. Even though it costs so much to max out, it's so good. Frost Blaster. Uh Honestly, I'd say it's also low very good. It's good. Like it's really good for stalling, especially like level 1 being super fast and able to freeze units at base level. It's pretty good, honestly. Archer, yeah, no. Like this thing gets buffed and then it's still hot dookie. Like, Velo honestly should have kept Holiday Archer. That thing was amazing. Elf Camp, honestly, Elf Camp, for new players especially, the thing is really good. But for like higher levels, it's more of like a meme tower. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of really bad because especially how it's able to summon like a lot of enemies and the ripped elves. Those guys are kind of good, but like they kind of die too easily and it takes so long to spawn in. Like they only have 800 HP. Military base, like I think their units spawn faster and it has more HP. Elementalist, when it first dropped, it was so good, and now I kind of don't really use it. I think it's still good. It's kind of like really expensive though. The heat wave ability is really good for crowd. The ice turret's also pretty good, and it's kind of cool how you can synergize both ice and fire. Um, I don't know. I kind of don't really like it. And then for the last tower, my boy Slasher, very, very mid. He's a good melee tower, but he's just expensive. And like his blood attack, especially for me, it's laggy. It's not the reason why I think he's bad. He's just as a melee tower, he kind of sucks. Like he leaks a lot. And I mean, I know Warden and Sludger also leak, but like they can actually stall. Even Brawler can stall. Slasher has nothing going for it and kind of makes it like meh. But I definitely say it's kind of underrated as well, but it also kind of sucks. So yeah, that's my tier list. Yeah, you can if you think this is wrong or if you have a different opinion, comment down below what you think is better, or like if you disagree with me or agree with me. I am totally up for criticism. You can say this is a hot dookie tier list, and that'll be fine. Like, I get it, okay? Like, this is not like a perfect tier list, and it's just my opinion. So if you think it's trash, that's fine. I just this is what I honestly think about for towers. It might change honestly because I haven't used all of these towers. I've only used like a good majority. Like Crook Boss, I don't use. Um, Slasher, I don't really use. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. So, actually, you know what? Before I do anything, I'll put Brawler in like right here. Brawler, yeah, yeah. I think that's good. So yeah, Happy New Year's, even though I'm like a day late. Hope you have a great 2025.